A very good morning students. This is your English teacher Benu Sehrawat and I welcome you all to RKB online classes. I hope you all are doing great and enjoying the online classes. Alright, so before we start the lesson, I want to ask you something. Suppose one day you're coming to school or you're going back from school and you see something unusual, something strange, maybe a person or an old lady who has collapsed and she is lying on the road, or you come across an unidentified object, maybe a suitcase, okay, and it looks quite suspicious. You feel quite suspicious about that. What would you do in that case? I mean, would you do something about it? Would you go and help the lady, or would you go and inform about the suitcase to somebody, or you would just take a turn and you would move ahead thinking that it's none of my business, why should I do something about it? What would you do? Alright, whatever your answer is, but I want to say this thing, beta. If something like this happens and if you are in a position to do something, even a little bit would help someone, right? Your presence of mind can do miracles. And today in this lesson number 7, that is Budhia. Okay, here is this boy Budhia. We'll get to know what he did in the story, right? So are you all ready for this interesting story? Well, I love this story a lot and I'm sure you will like it too. Alright, so without wasting any time, let's start the lesson. I want all of you to open the books at page number 82. So this is our lesson 7 in English Vibes, and the name of the lesson is Budhia, which has been written by Hirak Das Gupta. Alright, so I hope you all have opened your books and you have your notebook and a pen with you so that you can note down the important things that come across. Alright, okay, so it was a windless morning. Now windless, less means without, okay, windless, without wind, okay. So Budhia stood admiring the huge mango tree towering above his head. Now Budhia was standing there and he was admiring. Admiring means praising, okay, admiring means praising, admiring, praising. And what was he admiring? He was admiring a towering tree in front of him, okay. Now towering means extending to a great height, okay, towering, extending to a great height. So he was admiring a very tall tree above his head, okay. He breathed, okay, the heavenly aroma of the ripe mangoes. Alright, so we get to know that it was a mango tree and he was enjoying the heavenly aroma. We use aroma for very pleasant smells. Okay, and majorly it is used for food, drinks, eatables. All right. So the heavenly aroma. Heavenly aroma means heavenly aroma, extremely pleasant smell. Extremely pleasant smell of the mangoes. All right. The tree's sturdy branches were weighed down by juicy mangoes. All right. So the sturdy branches means strong. Okay. The strong branches of the mango tree were, they were coming down because of the weight of the juicy, fleshy mangoes. Okay. So sturdy means strong. All right. Now, which had sprung all over the tree. Now it has sprung over. Spring over is a phrasal verb, right? Spring over means to, take over a large, area. Okay, to cover something. Okay, so the mangoes, they had covered almost the whole area of the tree. How could he have missed such a bounty? Bounty means reward. Okay, bounty means reward. And yes, the phrasal verb sprung over means taken over, or we can also say covered. All right. So now Budhya, he was talking to himself. When he looked at the tree and the juicy mangoes, he thought to himself that how could he have missed such a bounty, such a delicious reward was there in front of me. How could he miss that, right? So after all, he had been watching this tree ever since the mist had stopped forming. Now mist is the smoky thing which we can see in when the days are cold, okay, in winters, but it is less than fog, right? Fog is really thick, right? But mist is lighter than that. Okay, so he used to always watch that tree, right? And when the mist stopped forming, it was all clear, right? So wasting no time, he drew a slingshot out of the pocket of his trousers, pulled it to his cheek and released it. Okay, now beta, can you see here, wasting no time? Now we have just done the non-finite verbs, right? Wasting is a non-finite here. Okay, present participle. Wasting no time, he drew a slingshot. Beta, what is a slingshot? Slingshot is a catapult. Now catapult, if you must have seen, or maybe some of you may have used it as well. It is a wooden thing, and on the both the wooden edges, they are joined, attached with an elastic. Okay, and we use it to throw a stone, okay, or hit a stone, right? And we hold it like this, and we just pull the elastic like this, and then we release it, and the stone goes upwards, right? So that is catapult. We call it catapult or slingshot. Okay, slingshot is a catapult, which is used to hit stones, maybe at the fruits which are hanging on the trees, okay, and sometimes they are used to frighten the monkeys as well, okay. So that is called catapult. Now a piece of rock hurtled through the air like a bullet, and when he released it, a piece of rock, okay, it went like a bullet, and the sound came crack, okay. Now a twig broke and down came two mangoes, and the moment it hit the tree, a twig is a small branch, okay. Twig is a small branch, okay. So it broke and two mangoes came falling down. All right, Budhia had just bent down to pick his prize when he noticed a burly figure tumbling down towards him from the direction of the cowshed. Okay, now can you guess who it must be? Who is coming, right? So when the two mangoes they fell down, and Budhia was just going to pick his prize, his reward, and suddenly what did he see? He saw somebody who had a big, giant, strong body, right? He was just coming quickly towards him from the cowshed. Cowshed is where cows are kept, the room or the farm where cows are kept. So you can see here burly figure. Burly means big and strong. Big and strong. Okay, and the moment he saw that person, he said, Ramu Chacha. Budhia gasped. Gasp means when when you try to catch breath in surprise. So that means he knows the man, right? The man was Ramu Chacha, right? And he was the way he is, he spoke this name, that means he is afraid of that person, right? So gasped. Caught breath in surprise. All right. Now it was Ramu's yard. Okay. Budhia had crossed into, and it was Ramu's favorite tree. Budhia was now looting. Oh my God. Now Budhia realized that he has entered. Okay, cross into means he has entered into Ramu Chacha's yard. It belonged to him, and Budhia was not aware of this thing, and now he was very afraid. And on top of it, the tree, it was Ramu Chacha's favorite tree, which was now looted by Budhia. Looted means he was stealing the things from there. Okay, so he was looting the tree now. Okay, that means he was stealing the fruits from there, right? Looting, stealing. Okay, he will break his staff on my back today, Budhia thought to himself, and now he was thinking, he was very afraid, and he was thinking, now today he is going to beat me really hard with his stick. Okay, can you see the word here? Staff. Staff means a long stick. Okay, staff. A long stick. So he thought he will beat me so much today that he will break his staff today on my back. Budhia thought to himself, and it is too late to run now. Just imagine yourself into his position. Can you feel the fear, the anxiety that he had at that time, right? And of course, I mean, he knows that he is going to be caught, but he cannot run. He is on the tree, he is inside the tree actually, I must say, right? He had actually climbed up by that time, right? You can see in the picture now. Okay, now he scampered up the massive trunk and tucked himself upon a lofty branch. This is the thing I was talking about. Now when he saw Ramu Chacha coming, he had climbed up a little bit and he just stuck in a branch. Okay, he inserted himself in a branch comfortably. Now he was sitting there, right? So scampered, the word scampered here means beta moved quickly. Scampered, moved quickly. Of course, out of fear he was moving very quickly. Scampered, moved quickly. There was another word here. Yes, massive. Massive means huge. Okay, massive, huge. And one more, tucked himself. Tucked means stuffed or inserted. Okay, stuffed or inserted. So when he saw Ramu Chacha coming, he just climbed up the massive trunk of the tree and he just inserted himself in a branch, right, so that he doesn't fall, right? Now upon a lofty branch. Lofty means high. Lofty means high. Of course, we know why did he do that. Why did he choose a lofty branch? So that he can escape. He is out of Ramu Chacha's reach. Ramu had arrived under the tree by now, panting and drenched in sweat. Now panting. Panting means when you run out of breath. Okay? Panting. Running out of breath. Okay? Running out of breath and you are trying to catch the breath then. Okay? Then he was panting and drenched. Drenched means soaked. Okay? Like if we suppose it's raining very heavily outside. Okay? And I have to walk the whole lane, right? So I will be soaked. I will not be wet, right? Because wet is less than drenched. Okay? Soaked is completely wet. Completely, right? So drenched means soaked. And was he soaked and drenched in water or? Of course, in sweat, because the moment he saw Budhia on the tree, he was just came there running, okay, that who is this boy there on my favorite tree. So it took him a while before he could catch his breath and find his voice. Now beta, what happens when we come running from somewhere? What happens? We get tired, right? And we lose our breath also, right? And then if we want to say something right at that moment, it's quite hard. We need to wait for a few seconds to catch the breath, okay, right? And then only we are able to speak something, right? So the same thing happened with Ramu. Now, and then he said, "Come down, you brat." Okay, he said. Ramu roared. Now, roared, of course, the lion roars. But here it has been used to show the intensity of the anger that he had in his heart, right? So he said, "Come down, you brat." Now, brat means a spoiled child, okay? Brat, a spoiled child, or we can also say an ill-mannered child. Ill-mannered child. So he just asked him to come down right at that moment. And then he said, "No, I won't." Budhia replied promptly, hiding his fear. And the moment Ramu Chacha asked him to come down, he just said, no, I won't come. Because of course, he was scared, right? And you can see the word here, promptly. Promptly means immediately, without any delay. Okay? Promptly. Promptly, immediately. Or without any delay. Without any delay. Alright, you come down or I will come up. Ramu barked again. Okay, now Ramu just threatened him. Alright, in a loud voice he shouted, either you come down or I'll come up, right? Budhia tried to imagine the flabby man climbing up the enormous tree, and it made him giggle. Now, when Ramu said, "I will come up if you don't come down," then Budhia just imagined the sight of Ramu. He was of course very strong and very bulky. Flabby means little overweight. Flabby means overweight. So he was just imagining Ramu climbing up the tree, right? So, and this thing made him giggle. Giggle means laugh. Okay, he suddenly laughed a little. Okay, now enormous means huge, and giggle, to laugh softly. To laugh softly. Alright, so it made him giggle. Now beta, if you see here, there is this word made him giggle. Now here we have used giggle in bare infinitive form. I told you with the verb make we use bare infinitive, right? So this made Ramu scream and make all sorts of wild noises. Now, when Ramu Chacha was already angry, and on top of that, Budhia was laughing. Can you believe it? It made him even angrier, right? So he was just, he was screaming and he was just getting very angry at that time. Then in an unexpected turn of events, he began to climb up the tree. Alright? So he never imagined that this would happen, right? So he got really angry and he just started climbing up the tree. Budhia had a bad feeling about this. So Budhia, he got really terrified now, and it was quite a struggle, but Ramu managed to reach the wire of the tree some 7 feet or so from the ground. So of course it was quite a struggle, means it was very difficult for Ramu to climb up the tree because he was very bulky, right? But he managed to reach the Y of the tree. Y of the tree means beta the trunk, and then when the branches get separated like this, so that is called the Y of the tree. Now, and it was some 7 feet above the ground. So from the ground, so a little bit more and I can catch hold of the brat by his leg and pull him down. So he was just fuming, right? Ramu was fuming in anger, and he just said, I need to go little bit higher and I'll catch him by his leg and I'll pull him down, right? So but Budhia hadn't run out of his tricks yet. So but Budhia being Budhia, right? So he is a naughty child, I must say, and still, I mean, he's afraid, but still the new tricks, they are striking his mind, and suddenly he got a new trick now, and I'm excited, very excited to know what he's going to do now, right? So if his right pocket had the slingshot, okay, the catapult, his left pocket was filled with pebbles. Oh my god, is he going to hit Ramu Chacha now? Alright, so he just remembered that in my right pocket I have the catapult and in my left pocket I have many pebbles with me. So he began to pelt Ramu with a volley of pebbles shot from his weapon. Now, in this situation, the catapult was his weapon to save himself from Ramu Chacha. So what did he do? He began to pelt. Pelt means attack. Okay? Pelt. Pelt means to attack. So he started attacking Ramu Chacha with his catapult, and he started throwing pebbles on him. Okay, volley of pebbles. Beta, this is collective now. Okay, volley of pebbles. Now Ramu was now stranded 7 feet above the ground, stuck between branches, desperately trying to save his head from a shower of pebbles. And now just imagine the situation of Ramu Chacha there, and he was now stranded 7 feet above the ground. Stranded means stuck. Stranded means stuck and unable to move. Now he was stuck there and he cannot move, and he is just trying to save himself from the shots which were coming from Budhia, right? Just imagine his situation, and he was just desperately, means he is trying very hard to save himself, right? He cannot go up, he cannot go down, he was just stuck there. It was a very bad situation for Ramu Chacha. Alright beta, now next in next video we'll continue with the lesson, right? I hope till here you have enjoyed the lesson. Okay, if you have any doubt, do ask me. Thank you.